All right, fine. I'm going to bring up your final comic, your headliner, if you will. Give it up for Ryan Clauson. I have to hold the mic.
Everybody! Yeah! Naked Comedy Show! Naked Comedy Show! Everyone in the back! You came here too! Everyone in the back came here too! This is fucking amazing! Totally amazing! Wow! Wow, wow, what a show! You blew my mind! You blew my mind! White River Junction! Wow! We got supplies. Anyone need water? Who's not hydrated right now? You got some water back there? Drink water. I collect it. We're gonna use the music. Wow. Isn't this show? I was just at Spark. This is so great. There's so. Pass it around. That water's good. That water is from Alexandra's artesian well in Thetford, Vermont. Right here, that water's from Vermont. Thetford. The Naked Comedy Show. I asked another place to do this show, and they said no on our stage. No fire and no nudity. Those were their two rules. No fire and no nudity. Isn't that amazing? Oh my God! Yes, you're here. I love it. Front row seats. This is incredible. This is really incredible. So, God, my name's Ryan, and I started doing the Naked Comedy Show years ago. I've done it dozens of fucking times. It's my favorite show to do in Boston. This is the weirdest show ever. I love this, the whole show. It's great. It's great. I was like, can we turn that off? They're like, no, that's an art installation. It's here. And I'm like, fucking cool. Yeah, leave it on. I've never done a show like this ever in my life. And so I did Improv Boston, Cambridge, Massachusetts. They've been doing the show for like 2 decades. And it's always sold out. It's the first Wednesday. So I spit a lot. Sorry, the front row is so close. Isn't that insane? You guys should have a giant plastic, like in Blue Man Group. You know, it should be plastic wrap. Right here, this is There's so much to talk about. There's so much to talk about. And I left my notes in my pants. I did. That's a sign. That's a sign. I left my notes. The water's back. Thank you. The water's back. I know the front. I've never had an audience. The Naked Show. The front row audience is not this close. Not this close. So I did I've done the show, and then maybe like almost a year ago, this is as close as possible. What'd you say? As close as possible. We got to get. God, there's so many amazing people here with amazing stories. How did? Yeah, get closer. We can get closer. I've been the last 30 minutes. I've been lost in an alleyway back here. I went out a door, it was open, and I came back and it was closed, and then I was like, tried another door, and I was like, where the fuck am I? And there's some guy right now in the alleyway having a super serious conversation. And I walked by and I walked back and forth with him like 4 or 5 times, and he's like, this is really hard for me to say, and this is going on right now. Like a couple walls over there's a guy in a chair outside in an alley, and he's having a really fucking tough time on the phone. And I feel it's weird that this is going on here, and it's like tough time right there. You just want to merge those two together, you know? And it'll be okay. I can't believe this show has so many fucking people here. This is so awesome. Chico Eastridge is I got to say, before we even begin, I got to talk about this guy. So how the show even came to be is I started a community access TV show. Everyone's dream is to have a community access TV show. And I started it, and He was the producer of it, and he went over the fucking top. Like, I walked in, I was treated like I was like the celebrity on like the Tonight Show. The lights, the cameras, it was like, this is fucking awesome. And everything that he does is just the best. So it's an honor to work with someone who can put on. This place is usually a computer lab. I thought that we were going to be sitting in a computer lab in like a circle, like an AA meeting tonight. That's what I thought this was going to. And I walked in, I go, what the fuck is all this? Cool! Holy shit! And I'm like, you've been doing this for 2 weeks? He's like, no, 7:30. We just switched it around and made everything vanish. It's incredible. So this night is so much responsible because I'm so excited I can't even put a fucking sentence together. God! This night was made possible because we have an amazing producer of the show who's doing 99% of the work. I'm just naked and he makes the whole show fucking happen. So give him a round of applause. Thank you, Chico. Thank you, Chico. And I can't believe I convinced 3 Dartmouth students to get naked. Holy fuck! Give them a round of fucking applause. We asked everyone to do this show. We asked everyone. We searched high and low. We asked hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of people.
I will say, it didn't take a lot of convincing. We go to Dartmouth, so you know we want some sort of recognition, but our parents do not.
You were the only 3. There was 3, and then I was like, I need one more. I was like, Mike, will you take your clothes off? He's like, fuck this, man. I'm a real comedian. I'm going to drive down. I'm going to take a $90 bus from New York. He's from New York. He came here on a bus, $90 to host this show. And I gave him a mushroom chocolate right before, and I shouldn't have. He was in a whole fucking panic. He was like, I don't know, I shouldn't have done the mushroom. I don't know what's going on. I can't see, I can't remember a thing. I was like, damn it. Sorry, Mike. He's like, next show, no mushrooms before the show. That's the rule for the next show. So we're gonna go on a, God, if you need to go to the bathroom, you can't. So fuck you. You can't. Hold it in.
I unlocked the door.
Okay, he unlocked the door. Yeah, you gotta go outside, you gotta open up another door, you gotta go up a flight of stairs into an old, creepy hotel, and then you gotta wander down hallways and hopefully you find, and I never have found the men's room. I only urinate in the women's room at the Briggs. I don't know where the men's room is, but the women's room was right there. And so I just go and I always feel super guilty. I'm like, I hope no one comes in, what am I gonna say? But I'm wanting to, I identify, everyone, see, when I say this, everyone thinks I'm joking, and I'm not. And they think I'm not joking. But I have been thinking about identifying as, I feel like my true essence is I'm a gay woman. I'm a lesbian woman trapped in a man's body. I actually think, I love you. You're totally with me. Some of the audience is like, no, you're just like, oh my God, yeah, you are. You're trapped in a man's body. I think I am. I think I'm a lesbian. Well, I feel like I'm a lesbian woman trapped in a man's, but I'm not trapped. It's like, why would I? It's like, I have a lot of lesbian friends, they buy strap-ons. I never need to buy a strap-on. I have a strap-on, always have a strap-on. Strap-ons are expensive, by the way. You want to go buy a nice strap-on? You're not going to, $20 isn't going to buy you a nice strap-on. Get the fuck out of here. You can't go on Amazon and get a 2-day strap-on for $29.99. No, you're going to have to pay. Some of you know. How much has someone in here paid for a strap-on? Yell it out.
120.
120 fucking...
Go up.
I fucking love the strap-on conversation. This show is over. We're playing strap-on musical chairs. Okay. I love you. 120. Next person said go up. Go way up. 300? 200. $200. I have $200 for a strap-on.
Oh, yeah. Dual density, baby.
Dual density strap-on. I have a strap-on all the time. The first time I was ever naked in front of people, the first time I was ever naked, I love it because these guys were terrified. I've been naked in front of audiences. I did it so much in Boston that I just, after a while, you prefer it. Like, I love how this is the only comedy going on right now. Like, there isn't like another comedy show with clothes on anywhere happening now, anywhere. Not fuck the Upper Valley. There's nothing going on in New Hampshire, in Vermont right now. Not really. There's a couple comedy clubs 2 hours a fucking way, but this is the only thing going on and it's naked. I love that. We went right to naked. Fuck, we don't have time for clothes. It's either naked comedy or nothing. The first time I played hockey at Northeastern University in the freshman initiation, the seniors take 10 of us freshmen and they bring us to a sorority. There's 200 women in like the third floor of a sorority house. And they say we all have to get naked. We're in a basement of the sorority house. We have to get naked. We have to go in front of these 200 or 300 women. We have to tell a joke. Naked, right? There's 10 of us. It was the scariest situation I've ever witnessed in a group situation. One person passed out from like a panic attack. One kid started drinking so much, we had to call 911 and bring him to the hospital. Someone else just started crying. And everyone is masturbating to make their penis bigger before they have to go in front of the women. And I'm watching this going like, what the fuck am I doing with my life? I'm in a circle jerk right now. There's 10 guys in a basement. Everyone's masturbating and I didn't want to be the only one not sort of masturbating, Like, oh, what do I, so I was given, just, stretching and, trying to get some movement going on. The penis can range from not that big. This guy was this big, man. But I mean, first of all, who needs a dick anyway anymore? Really? You have a hand. If you have a hand and two fingers, you got everything you ever need in life. And a mouth and a tongue and a $200 strap-on. You got a tongue, you got a mouth, you got $200. Fuck dicks. Fuck if your dick is 0 centers and it goes in, you have a negative penis length. I don't care. Fuck it. We don't need him anymore. No one needs it. We don't need it. So... Great. I get to look at little kids. This is great. Yeah, this is great. This is 10 years of therapy just to get over this. What happens? That's great. She's waving at me. Hey, I'm naked. You're 4. Wonderful. Wonderful. It's funny you mentioned this too. You're not I was on this situation. So I go to this beach in Hawaii. It's called Kahena Beach, Big Island of Hawaii. It's a partially naked beach. 80% of the people there are naked. And so I've been going there for years. And I love going there. You're naked. And I love being naked. I spend most of my time naked. I love sunning. Get sunlight on your balls. If you're a man and you have balls, no one's getting any sunlight on their balls ever. It's great for your testosterone. And your vagina too. If you're a woman, get your vagina in the sun. They do it. It's called sunning. And maybe it's just a bullshit thing that I'm following. It's like you really shouldn't be doing it. It's real. See, she says it's real. Front row says it's real. So if you have genitalia, it should be in the sun for a little bit of time. And I don't see anyone else with their genitalia in the sun. My genitalia. I was at a lake the other day, and I stick my ass up like this. I get direct sunlight onto my asshole. And I go to this rock in a lake, and there's never anyone there ever. It's a private space. I go there, I sun my asshole, I sun my whole body. And I've never seen anyone there ever since I was born. It's private. So I'm there. Recently, I'm there, and the sun's out, and I'm getting my 15 minutes of sunlight right on the direct sunlight right on the asshole. Perfect. Right on time. Yeah, right there. Little kids videotaping my penis and asshole. This is great. And so I'm sunning my asshole just the other day. I'm on my private special place. I'm sunning, my eyes are closed. I'm like meditating, sunning my asshole. And then I hear, hey, how you doing, bro? Fucking fishermen in a canoe. is fishing. He's like 10. How did he creep up on me that close? He's where this guy is, with a mustache and the hat. I love you, right there. He's that far away. He's in a canoe, and he goes, "Hey, how you doing, bro?" And the level of I was like, oh, hey, hi, I'm just stretching. I quickly grab at things to cover myself up. I hate that I feel awkward in those situations, you know? Like, I wish that I can mature, I can evolve, so I could just be like, how you doing too, bro? I'm going pretty good. I'm sunning my asshole right here. And just stay comfortable, stay in it. Yeah. Mike, your laugh is so fucking cute. Isn't it look cute? You guys hear that? Just that little cute laugh. Okay, we haven't even started yet. We're still warming up, everybody. You're priceless. I'm just seeing who's here, you know? Who came to this show, you know? This is great. What a crowd of people. You're the people here. The first Naked Shows is historic. You're in the back. That laugh is killer. I love that laugh. You're our captain. She's our captain for the rest of the night. We're going to follow that laughter energy. This group of people, you're so cool. Yeah. I want to know about this crowd. How do you guys all know each other? What's going on? Oh, yeah. Go on. How do you guys all know each other? Let's get a conversation happening between you and me here. Are you guys? Yeah. How did you hear about the show and?
How did you hear about it? Who came up with it? You?
I love this. We don't know where we are. Where? What's happening? Who came up with this? How did we end up here? What? I love this. You got dragged along. You're like, what the fuck? No one told you.
It was their idea.
It was whose? Yeah, whose idea was it? It was whose? Raise your hand. You're a deviant little, you don't say anything. You convinced 10 people to get to this show? You're awesome. I need to know you. God, where do we go? We'll tell an old one and a goodie. I used to go to yoga all the time. And I used to I don't go to yoga anymore. I used to go to yoga, and I was in a yoga. This is before I ever got into being naked. And I was in a yoga pose called Warrior 2, right? I was in this pose called Warrior 2. Right? And it's a packed class. There's mats right next to each other. There's mats everywhere. And I'm in Warrior 2 pose, right? And the teacher says, okay, everyone, reverse your warrior. So I reverse my warrior, right? I reverse my warrior. I look down. Somehow my balls slipped out and were out. Were exposed. My balls were out of my shorts. Which is like, how is that even? What kind of shorts was I wearing in the first place that balls could escape like that? It was an anomaly. My balls are out. And I'm back like this in a Warrior 2 pose, just as my balls are, and the teacher comes around to give you an adjustment. She can't see my balls are out. There's a woman looking right at me who can see that my balls are out. And the teacher grabs me, she goes, let's go deeper, Ryan, go deeper, deeper. It's a hot yoga class. I'm sweating my ass off. And all the sweat is coming down and it's pooling onto I'm dripping sweat from my balls onto a yoga mat. There's ripples, like it's rain on a pond. There's ripples hitting. And everyone's like, oh, this is the creepy guy. I could see 14 camel toes at that moment, and I'm the creep. I'm the creep in the yoga class. You guys are so fun. We're never gonna. It's too much fun. I would never ever want to stop. People are gonna get tired. People are gonna need to go search through the hotel to get the bathroom and figure where that is. I live with my mom. I'm so happy. I moved in with my mom. I moved in with my mom 5 years ago. I have no money. I haven't worked in 5 years. I don't work. I think work is a terrible thing. It's a terrible thing. If you can avoid it, avoid it. If you're in college, drop the fuck out of college. Move in with your parents. I cut all my bills. All I do is like hike and sun my asshole every day of the week. I'm constantly doing it. I'm just meditating and sunning and doing art. And people are like, well, how do you get anywhere? You don't have a car. I don't need to go anywhere. I don't have a job to get to. And so not having a car is no problem. We don't have a phone. We don't have a car. People go, how do you shop? Shop? I don't buy anything. We don't shop ever. And so I'll encourage you. It took me 2 years to stop. I stopped working and stopped everything, cut everything. I'm going to go to zero. In 2 years, I'm like, in the beginning, you're like, I should really do. I'm a kind of a loser. I'm living with my mom and I don't work and I have no money. God, this is what like society says is the worst thing ever. And then I was telling my friend and he was like, you're living the fucking dream, man. And so now it feels like I live in a wellness center. And I'm not rich. My mom makes $1,200 in Social Security. It's enough to like pay the taxes on the house. Hey, Mike, how you doing? Don't try to sneak back there, Mike.
I'm trying to get the hat.
Get the hat. Oh yeah, get the hat. Give me my light, Mike, when I got 5 minutes. And I can ignore it. Where was I? What was I saying? I need more information. I'm even lost after that. 12. Oh yeah. So we don't have any money. So it's great. And here's the thing. You have no money. You have no money. I love you, Mike. Being poor is the new rich. I want to convince as many of you as I can to become poor. And you're going to try it. And you're going, oh, this sucks, man. I can't do anything. No, you got to wait. You got to find a place where you can get free housing. You're going to have to move in with your mom. People are like, I hate my mom. Find someone else's mom. There's plenty of fucking moms out there that just have houses with like 4 fucking bedrooms that are empty all the time. We live in Hanover, Norwich, all these towns. There's endless fucking homes with endless rooms, and there's just lonely moms. Lonely moms with nothing to do. Move in with these women and say, hey, can you just like cover the bills so I can just do what I want all day and make art and just follow my fucking passion? She doesn't know what her passion is yet, but by the end of the show, she's going to figure it out. Ray, right? She said the sort of thing. What did you say? You said, I don't know. What did you say? You said, say it again. Say it.
I don't know what my passion is yet.
Yeah, she doesn't know what isn't that so adorable? I go, so what are you into? She's like, I don't know where my passion is yet. I go, you're the first person that's ever said that to me like that direct. I don't know what it is yet. But here's the thing. Do you know you have one? Do you know you have something? Somewhere. Yeah. The crowd got really like, wow. We got really sentimental about this, you know? She's got a Does anyone else have a passion they're excited about? Raise your hand if you have a passion you're excited about. Anybody?
Raise your hand if you don't know what it is.
That's very...
You? What's your passion you're excited about?
I like drawing comics.
You like what?
Drawing.
Oh, you like drawing comics? Cool. Who else? I saw a bunch of hands. Keep your hands up. Who else? Yeah. Music. You like music. Who else has a passion they're excited about? Everyone's depressed over here. We don't know. We don't know what we're doing over here. Sailing? What is it?
Sailing.
That's fucking cool. Sailing, cool. Who else has a passion? Yeah. Roller derby, cool. Teaching, cool. Taxidermy cats. I mean, who doesn't have that one? Be honest. Everyone's got that one. Yeah. Your passion is credit cards? We need to know more.
That's all. That's it.
That's it? Like using them?
Consumer credit cards.
Consumer credit cards. Using your credit cards to buy things? Yeah, that's what you mean. Oh, yeah, That's so funny. Is that it? Her passion is consumer credit cards. I had a credit card once. If you guys came to the show, we got big tips. I moved back I grew up in Hanover, but I tell people Etna because everyone hates Hanover. So I say I'm near the border. And every time I say Hanover to anyone, they're like, oh, yeah, okay. And it's like, you know what, fuck it. I'm not going to go down with the ship. Fuck it. I was born in Lebanon, and now I live in fucking Etna. Hanover. Credit cards. Yeah, so I moved back. I was gone. I left here when I was 16. I went all over the world. I did a bunch of stuff. Blah blah blah. You know, carry the 5. And square root of 16. And 4. Jesus Christ, paying attention. Engineer. And then I go, let's open up a World Peace Center in Hanover, New Hampshire. And so my dad was retiring. There was this building in Hanover. And so I came back. I keep spitting in the front row, like every time I spit. And we came back to Hanover to open up a World Peace Center / homeless shelter. And so we just had this building, and we just started driving around to pick up people that needed a place to go. And we would bring them in. But I wanted to be a homeless center that was fun, you know, because the warming shelter kind of sucks at if you know about the homeless situation, it's like not fun, you know, like the lights are on. So I wanted to like have a fun fucking hangout place where homeless people could like have fun. So we would just have parties every night, and we'd drive around, and we'd literally go to bridges and find people under bridges 20 degrees below fucking zero. We'd say, let's go. And the next thing they know, there's like a fucking rave happening. I'm like, you want to do some ecstasy? Let's have fun. We gave drugs to homeless people. And it was awesome. And I do it again. But so we never made any money because we had no money. So we were like, well, this isn't going to work. You can't just, give drugs to homeless people and let everyone live here, but no one makes any money, including you. This is going to go out of business. And I was like, wait, I have a credit card, And I was like, let me see what the limit is on this thing, Because I was like, I checked $50,000 on this fucking credit card. And I was like, holy shit, I have a piece of plastic and I can just go like this and I can get whatever I want up to 50 grand. We spent $50,000 in 6 months. Yeah, we went out, we're like, let's get a bamboo floor, 10 grand. Flat screen, huge plasma, curved 72-inch TV, 3 grand. And we were just like, I felt like a fucking billionaire. I was like, yeah, baby, give it to me, yeah. And then pretty quick, I was like, holy shit, that money goes pretty fast. We would fill the fridges with just free food, and we were like, hey, and then like they eat, homeless people eat. And so like there's no more Gatorades and all the snacks are gone, and we keep filling it up like every other day. It's kind of like Jam if Jam had no support at all and just had $50,000. It's not going to work out very long. So we did it for about a year, and then we sold it to a coffee company. They bought the World Peace Center. They make coffee there now. Yeah, I had to move out, and I moved in with my mom, and it's the best thing that ever happened to me. It really is. I do mushrooms with my mom. It's the greatest thing ever. She wants to cut this tree down in our front yard. This amazing 5-finger fucking huge amazing maple tree, because a couple of the branches are getting old and falling to the ground. She's like, we got to cut the whole tree down. I'm like, what the fuck? Really? It's a beautiful tree. And I'm like, hey, Mom, have one of these mushroom chocolates. Let's look at this tree. An hour later, she's like, the tree's all gold. It's all gold, right? We can't cut this tree down. I love this tree. I'm like, yeah, mushrooms. We saved a tree. We saved a tree. I love Dartmouth College because I would take the homeless people to shower there. I love Dartmouth, man. It's like there's a lot. If you can use this huge $8 billion institution, I use their trash cans. I use their trash cans. Who's going to the Lebanon dump when there's Dartmouth College? They got trash cans, people. They got trash cans. They don't recycle, but yeah. But I heard recycling. No, does anyone recycle anymore? I heard recycling's worse than the garbage.
I mean, like, it's like
is it?
It's reduce, reuse, recycle for a reason. Like, recycle's the last thing you should do. But like, at least like the Hanover's like, we're not putting in the infrastructure. We're not even trying.
The Upper Valley does single sort recycling, so it gets contaminated really easily.
Yeah, I throw everything in that single sort thing. I am the focal problem of the central sort. It's a Casella. I don't believe Casella for a moment. Casella Waste, man. This is some mob company that it's taking all our garbage and they're rich. I know it. So I'm like, you can take all the shit that we have. We're going and we're putting it in there. You can sort it out. They're the mob, the rich mob sorting it out.
And then they burn it.
And then they burn it, yeah. Yeah, that's where we are now. All right, let's see what else. You keep playing. You know if you ever should have came here. What were we going to do instead of this?
Probably watch.
Porn?
Yeah, you got me.
Probably watch what? You said probably watch what?
Probably watch New Girl.
You probably would have watched New Girl. That's a show on one of these streaming platforms. Is it?
Yes.
So how does this, you're kind of wishing you were watching New Girl right now.
No, I mean, I'd probably be asleep by now.
You'd be asleep by now?
No, it's past my bedtime.
We're getting a little tired. Did you give me the light 20 minutes ago? Oh. Should we, what?
I would never.
Are you gonna, when you go home, you're gonna write to bed? What's your like, you know, what are you gonna think? Are you gonna be like, it was a fun experience? You're gonna be like, you know, I went to this thing naked, blah. I'm kind of tired. I wish I was watching New Girl right now.
I mean,
What could we do to make it?
I'm not coming.
What can we do to make it meaningful for you? What can we do to make it meaningful?
I mean, it's quite an experience.
Is it really?
Yeah.
It's already quite an experience.
Sure.
That's the power. That's the power. Nudity is so funny. It's like you can't do it anywhere, but it's so powerful, right? Like this. Like let's give you an experience, right? Right there. Experience. Who else needs an experience? An experience back here? Okay. Everyone tune in. We're gonna, as an audience, we're gonna build up energy for this experience. Ready? As everyone feel me? Yeah, get the energy going, energy going. This chair is not stable. This chair. We're going to fall and collapse right on someone. Control your stool. Nice. Take the water break.
Hey, Ryan, you ever pay back that 50 grand?
Oh! Every show. I need you at every show. Hey, guys, you don't need to pay back your credit card debt. Nothing happens. Literally nothing. Everyone now goes, oh, what's going to happen? You're going to go to jail? Nothing. Oh, they send you a couple letters. Oh, are you going to pay it back? No, I have no money. Well, are they going to keep calling? No, you don't have a phone number anymore. Change it. Yeah, they send letters. They send letters. You wait 7 years, the whole thing is, and everyone's like, well, what'll happen to my credit? Fuck your credit. People are, oh, my credit, I won't be. It's like, fuck it. You don't need it anyway. You don't need the stupid fucking credit score. If you're thinking about your credit score, fuck you. Take that number. You don't need it. If you need to buy something, get some fucking friends and team up with each other and purchase something instead of working with these banks. Fuck banks. And so, yeah, I didn't pay it back. And apparently, you just 7 years goes by and it's just like off your thing. And then the credit goes back up. I go, how is this possible? The credit goes back up, and I didn't pay. And I go, you know what? No, fuck you. I took you're a bank. I used your money to try to help out homeless people, and it didn't work. So you're not getting the money back. I'm never going to pay it back. And then I was like, why am I paying any of my bills? Really? Why am I paying any of these bills? I got bit by a tick. This is a couple years ago. And I went to the doctor at the Lebanon Emergency Clinic, next to the movie theater, Miracle Mile Clinic. And they were like, the doctor saw me for 5 minutes. He goes, oh, hey, great, boom, doxycycline, go get the thing. $450. And I was like, you know what? Fuck you, no. Yeah, but everyone else pays their bills. I was like, fuck you, no. I'm not paying you $450 to give me a prescription, a fucking thing. No, that's outrageous. And so I just said, I'll give you like $50. And so I left, right? And then I go back to the last time I tried to go to a movie was in Lebanon. I tried to go see the film Queen, You know Queen, the musical film about the band Queen? I wanted to go see that film at the Lebanon Theater. And so I go in to the Lebanon Theater. We got to get that tarp. We got to get a thing. It's so much spit, right? It's like, it should be called the Naked Spitting Comedy Show. Not as many people would come if we called it that. So the woman, the cashier at the Lebanon Theater, she looked really sad. She just looked really miserable. She's like hated her job. She's just like, hi, are you here to see Queen? Okay. And I felt so bad for her. I go, hi, are you okay? She's like, yeah. Huh. I go, do you know that you're special? She's like, what? I go, you're a miracle. You're an absolute miracle. And she goes, no, I'm not. And I go, no, you are. You're a miracle. And she goes, I'm not a miracle. And she was convinced that she was not. And I go, no, it's a mathematical fact that you are a miracle by being, like, do you know how birth works? Like, there's 500 million sperm in each ejaculate, up to 1 billion. And only one of those, all the sperm are different. And when the sperm hits the egg, that's like your DNA and your genes, your hair curl, like, and like, how many partners did your mom have? Like, that's, everyone in this room, your mom, on average, this is just statistics. Don't get weird on me now. These are just the plain old stats, everyone. Everyone in this room, your mom had billions and billions and billions of sperm go into her vagina. That's just the truth of it. And here's the thing, when sperm hits a vagina, 90% of it dies instantly. Vagina's acid. It's not a terrible place for sperm. You would never, no one, if you were sperm, you would never, the vagina is like hell. It's like a hell pit. It's like you never, 90% plus of ability die instantly when they hit the vagina. So just a couple thousand that even make it to the cervix, right? And the cervix has thousands of hidden little passageways. Hidden. Most sperm get lost. They get trapped in the cervix. They never make it past the cervix. If you're a sperm and you make it to the uterus, that's insane. That's like, holy fuck, we made it. Very few even make it to the uterus. And you know what happens when sperm enter a woman's uterus? The woman, I love how the man is given the reproductive science on the woman. Well, I'm a female gay lesbian. Remember that. The woman releases killer red blood cells to kill the sperm. That's what the human body, that's what a female body does when sperm enters its uterus. It tries to kill it by sending out leukocytes, killer red blood cells, to kill as much sperm as it possibly can. Would you said God bless? I love you. It's designed to just hate the sperm. We're going to kill you with acid. You're going to get lost in passageways. If you make it, then we're going to fucking try to kill you. We're going to ourselves. And then after all of that, you're the handful of sperm. You have to pick the right fallopian tube. There's 2 tubes, and only one of them has an egg. And so then it's just like, after all of this, it just comes down to 50-50. It's crazy. And then only maybe a dozen or a couple dozen even make it to the right fallopian tube. And when you hit the fallopian tube, that's like incredible for the sperm. That's the first place where it's like, all right, you came this far. It's like, yeah, the chill music goes on. It's really fucking comfortable. It's like, oh, there's no more acid. We're not trying to get killed. We're just like, it's all like gooey and nice. And like the sperm is a big fucking party, you know? It's like if you're that dozen. And then when you reach the egg, so maybe only a dozen, maybe something less than 10 sperm, maybe only 5 reach the egg. And you know what the sperm has to do to get inside the egg? Does anyone know? It has to explode its own head. It has to kill itself. It has to explode itself. That's insane. The sperm has to, like, I can't, that's what you ever seen the video? The sperm is like, fuck, we came this far. This is not working. Fuck, we can't get in, you know? And you see them go, fuck. And they're totally fucked. And one of them is like, and it blows up. And right when it does, right when it fucking explodes its head and it enters that egg, all your DNA, your eye color, your hair, your genes that's you right there. You are Neo. You are like the Matrix. You are a miracle. If you're at the show, if you're a living, breathing human being, you're a walking mathematical fucking miracle. The Powerball's like 1 out of 350 million. You're 1 out of billions and billions, and it's like your human fucking Powerball. Your life is the Powerball championship. And so this is what I told the cashier. And they go, you have 10 seconds to leave or we're calling the cops. So she says, and I go, oh, God. And they go, 10, 9. And I left when they said 8. But they called the fucking cops anyway. Which I hate. You can't give someone 10 seconds to call it at 8. If I had pushed it to like 2 or 3, all right, just call it. But if someone, hey, you got 10 seconds to leave, 10, 9, we're calling the cops right now. Fuck that. I hate that. And so I didn't know that then because I came out of the theater, I looked over and I see the Clear Choice Clinic right there, and I go, fuck. I really owe them more than $50 for that doctor and that doxycycline. You're like, I love you. You're like, you do. You do. And I was still thinking about that, actually. You totally fucked them over. That was wrong. I love you. And so I walked in, right? And I go, hey, I was in here and I just never paid my bill and I want to give you some more money. And they go, well, your bill's $450. Well, now it's $400. And I go, well, that's still a lot of money, first of all. And I don't even have $400. I have $100. I don't have any. I don't know how I had $100 back then. Wow. And so I gave him $100. As I'm paying her, the fucking Lebanon police walk in, like 4 cars deep. Like they pull into the fucking thing like it's like, a hostage takeover. I'm like, Jesus Christ. They come in. There's cops everywhere. And they're like, is he causing a problem? What's he doing in here? And she's like, he's giving us money. He's paying his bill. And then the police officer says, we got a call from the movie theater. Can you tell us what happened? And I was like, yeah. Well, do you know that you guys are miracles? And I told the whole fucking story again, like 8 minutes long, to 4 Lebanon cops with their hand on their gun. I go, the vagina is acid, the thing. You are Neo. That's what I said. And they're like, yeah, you can't go there ever again. There's a restraining order. And I've been banned for lifetime ban. That's true. I go, I can't really? They go, yeah, you can't ever go there again, ever. I know, but I heard they just changed the theater, so I'm about to see. What? New management, I'll back into the theater. All right, I gotta go. I love being poor because when you're poor and you get money, like I just got approved for EBT, food stamps. In New Hampshire, it's like $200 a month, right? But when you have no money, I get off the phone. They're like, "You're approved." This is my honest reaction. This is like 4 days ago. I get approved for food stamps, but for me it was like 3. They go, "All right, Ryan, thanks. So you've been approved, and there'll be $350 on your card." And I was like, "All right, thanks." And I was okay. Take care. Yeah, fuck, we're rich. And I ran upstairs. I go, "Mom, I got $350 fucking dollars. Woo! We're gonna get that nice cheese at the co-op. We're getting that nice cheese at the motherfucking co-op." I buy things because I have a food stamps that I would never buy when I used to make money. Like I would never buy a $5 organic coconut water in my life. But when the government's paying for it and you're poor, you're like, yes, I will have a fucking $5. You buy the most insane, outrageous shit that's like I blow all my EBT in a day on really fancy, tiny little things. Hair in my mouth. There she is. Should we wrap this show up, Mike? Are people ready to go home? Yeah. Yeah, we'll jam out. We'll hang out after it. Oh, if you want to support the show, and when we end, put your money in this hat, and it'll. What? Yeah, we're trying to fill up this hat.
Tips because you know our tips.
Yeah, tips for tips. But no, the money will go to support doing another show, and it'll go to Jam, and it'll support the Naked Comedy Show. And if you want to Venmo, you can Venmo Naked Comedy Show. Wow. Venmo Naked Comedy Show, or throw money.
Now, yeah,
What?
Pass it around, yeah.
Yeah, well, we're not done yet.
Oh, you give them some time.
Oh yeah, we can
They're all
give.
just going to bail out right away.
Oh yeah, don't bail out right away. Oh. Yeah, hold it. Yeah. No, we'll tell one more story and then we'll go. 2 more stories. This is great. I'm diabetic too. That was cool. I think my blood sugar may be a little low right now. Should I test? I should probably test. I think I left my tester in my pants too. I used to go. Has anyone here ever had a colonic? Really? It's like 100 people in this room. No one's ever had a colonic? Anyone ever gone had a colonic? What's a colonic? Colon hydrotherapy? Has anyone ever done this? God, this is okay, great. I used to. I went to see a naturopath in Portsmouth, right? And I went there because I was sick for a long time, and they said, well, you should do colon hydrotherapy. And so I go to get first time to get colon hydrotherapy, which is they put a tube in your ass and they flush water into your asshole, and then like poop flushes out of your asshole. That's what it is, right? Everyone with me here? The hat going around now is weird, isn't it? Yeah, should we pause the hat? We can keep it going? All right, pass it around. You go great. Keep it going. I love you, ma'am. We're already doing it, I know. Commit to it. So I'm at the colon hydrotherapist, right? And I'm nervous because I've never had anything in my ass before, ever. I never nothing go in my butt before. And so I'm in. This woman's name is MJ. She's my colon hydrotherapist, you know. And so she's like, okay, Ryan, you're just going to have to breathe and try to remain calm. And we have different sizes. They call it a speculum. You know, this little, it's a miniature penis is what it is. What it looks like. And they go, we have small, medium, and large. We'll use the small. And just breathe. And, it may be a little uncomfortable, but if you stay relaxed, it's going to be okay. And I'm like, okay. But I'm really nervous. And she's getting the speculum out, and she's lathering the, lubricant on it with a little popsicle stick. And she's like, like a 65-year-old woman that's done this like thousands of times. So she's like, you're going to be fine, honey. And she's lathering up this speculum thing. And she's like, okay, take a deep breath. And I'm like, okay. I take a deep breath. And then she puts this thing into my butt. And my first thought was, whoa, that is weirdly enjoyable. Like, that was the first sensation. Like, whoa, I didn't think that there would be any pleasure around this at all. And I was like, you could use a bigger speculum. I think the small is... Do you have an extra large, actually? And so I tell this. So I got to go 3 times a fucking week to get this for like months, right? I'm getting this thing in my ass. Right there, right on time. There you are, honey. And I tell my friends this, right? And they go, I think you're gay. Maybe you're gay. Like, you're gay. And I go, that's insane. What do you mean I'm gay? Wait. Those are 2 completely different things. Like, anal pleasure is a thing, right? That's like a thing over here, right? Anal pleasure, right over here. Gay sex, gay men, that's another thing. They're over here, right? And somewhere along the line, gay men came all the way over to anal pleasure, and they fucking stole it, and they have like a monopoly over it for years. I'm taking anal pleasure back from the gays. I'm taking it back. Do we have any questions from the audience before we end the show? Questions, comments? Anyone need to share something?
Can I move in with your mom?
Move in with my mom? She hates visitors or people, doesn't want anyone else in the house. I have to shovel snow off the roof and bring in lots of wood. And she lets me live there. Yeah, it's amazing. I know, guys, don't pay any of your bills. These Dartmouth students, I have dinner with Dartmouth students every Friday. They make a community meal and I go to it every Friday. They're also they're also stressed the fuck out all the time. And they're all like, I have no time. And they don't even walk anymore. Go to Hanover. They don't even walk. They ride motorized scooters. Half these fucking guys are like, fuck walking, too slow. And they're zooping around on fucking scooters now. And they all have a hyperactive disorder. They're all now on medication. They're like, if we have 30-minute break, that's amazing. And I'm like, why are you this sounds horrible. They're like, well, we're really productive. We're really productive. It's really productive. I go, this is like insanity. Like you should rise up and be like, fuck this. This is like terrible for the society. Stop working. Stop trying to be successful. Connect with all your friends. Cut all your bills. You want as much free time as humanly possible. We're slaves. This work thing is slave. I did it for so long, I'm allergic to it. I couldn't do this. Poor is the new rich, everyone. It's the new rich.
Make sure to tip us.
Hilarious. I would do this show. I would pay everyone in this room. If I had money, I would pay you so we could do this show.
Your credit's good again.
Yeah. My credit score is going up. Well, I'm going to pay everyone here $20,000 to come back next month for this show. Give yourselves a round of applause. Thanks so much for coming out to the show, everybody.